We now move on to the next topic, Arbeiten mit Großen Gruppen. This topic has got 3 subtopics. First is Methodische Prinzipien. Next we have gruppendynamische Aspekte. Finally we have Evaluieren und Feedback. We will see them one by one. Methodische Prinzipien. There are basically 3 techniques. So first is Aktivieren. You are going to now activate the students using körperliche Bewegung, and that way you are now trying to combine all the organs or sensations while learning. The next one is Kontrastieren. You are going to have or integrate or embed surprise elements inside the class teaching methods so that you can try something which is not normal, and that way you can get the attention of the students, which will help them to learn better. Then you have Tangieren. So here all the exercises and the tasks which is being conducted in the classroom should have some kind of a personal connection with the students. Persönlich ansprechen. So that way you can now encourage them to think out of the box and then get to the learning goals. We go deeper into the methodical principles that can be employed in the Arbeiten mit Großen Gruppen. First is Lerner Aktivierung. So first way, you have to set up the class, or you have to teach them in such a way that every student gets a chance to use the language. You also have to set up a class in such a way that they have some movements. The movement basically is to wake them up if they were sleeping, and also through movements you can basically make them pay attention to you more, and that way their concentration capability also increases. Movement exercises also help to relax the strict environment of the class. All these activities are some kind of an interaction inside the class. So that way you can even use gestic, mimic for interacting. And the main point of interaction is basically saving of the learned elements in the memory for a longer time. You have a lot of examples for the Lerner Aktivierung in the book. Then you go to Differenzierung. This is basically Binnendifferenzierung. Since you have lot of learner tubes in your class, they all have different goals, different interests and different way of learning, Lernstil. So you have to somehow match their requirements and teach them in one class. And you have the Binnendifferenzierung formats for this, which we learnt in the previous chapters, and that way even in Großen Gruppen you have to implement Binnendifferenzierung to achieve the learning goals. Then you have Abwechslung. Abwechslung is basically change over from one kind of a monotonous exercise to another. So this can be achieved using different social forms or different learning materials, different medium to incorporate the topic which is being taught. So that way they will have vielfältige Übungsmöglichkeit to practice the same concept, and that way they will reach the learning target. Personalisieren. This is basically conducting the class with topics and thema which are according to the interest of the students, and that way you are connecting their own experience which they have had with the language, and you give them freie Übungen where they can use the language freely, and this way they feel very open to exchange their thoughts and also use the language in a communicative perspective, thereby reaching the communicative goal of the Unterricht. So these are all the different Methodische Prinzipien you can use in classes with large group of students.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.